first topic I want to talk about really quick before we get into some other things is that I don't like bitch ass niggas. And the reason why I want to start off with that is because
game is about helping us learn the rules of manhood. And a lot of times what happens is we don't fully believe in the rules. We don't fully believe in the information.
You cannot fear rejection.
We got to stand on business out there, meaning that the bitches ain't gonna even fuck with me if they don't think that I'm willing to go the distance behind some shit.
everybody in this room, if you had a bitch ass moment, raise your hand.
When I say I am, I want you to say a motherfucking man. I am a motherfucking man.
Like I said, y'all should have bitches. I'm amazed. It's a struggle for some of y'all.
Once you find something that you're into, it comes before everything else. And then even when you deal with a woman who's into you, she has to compete with that thing, whatever the fuck that is, right?
Stand up if you believe in fear. Stand up right now. Everybody stand the fuck up.
You know, I say bitch a lot and nigga a lot, but, you know, it's with good intention and a lot of love in it and whatnot.
If I'm feeling insecure, is this really me, or did somebody teach me how to feel this way?
I am a motherfucking man.
Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, The Definition of Game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's poppin'? What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got up in here, Studio Horror Music, G-Dog, Steve O Baby, Jay Hundo, June Sports, Christian Goggins, Unique 79 in the motherfucking building. Shout out to my lady April MC in the motherfucking building. And shout out to my dude Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Let's go. Shout out to Nathan Wong, Corey, AJ Lino, AT is in the chat, Zati's in the chat. What's going on? Truth Perspective is in the chat. El Barrio, Soulmonger was popping with you. Who else we got up in here? Nathan Wong, Master SSJ. What's going on with you, man? Shout out to everybody in the building. Let's make it go down. Let's make it happen. You feel what I'm saying? So today's topic, man, it's very, very important. Very, very important topic, right? And what's funny is, hold on, let me delete some of this shit right here so we could have a smooth joint. Okay, so I've talked about this topic before. I actually did a video years ago, probably like 7 years ago about this, where I talked about, I think the title of it was Never Do Anything for Women, right? And what you have to understand about this title and why it might be confusing to some people at first is because on the surface level, you're like, wait a second, what are you talking about, Lucario? Like, what do you mean don't do anything for women? What are you talking about? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, how does that even work? Like, what are you talking about? You crazy. How are you gonna be with a chick and have a relationship or get sex and all this other stuff when you're not doing anything for women? But what I'm gonna show you guys in the show today, I'm gonna break this down and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about in this situation. And guys, call the number 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901 is the number. All right, so we got a call real quick. 720, who's this?
This is Truth Perspective.
What's going on, fam? What's popping with you, man?
Hey, I just got on that Bad Boy membership.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So what's popping with you, man?
But I can't access it from my cell phone.
Did you wait? You got the information to log in and everything?
You sent it to me. You built it to me.
Okay, cool. So you saying you're trying to get on your cell phone and you can't get it on the cell phone?
Yeah.
You got to check your cell phone, bro. I don't know why you're not able to get on it. What happens when you try to get in on the cell phone?
So when I go in to the hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
Okay, don't say the password and all that on online. Don't say the password. So you put the password in, what happens?
Nothing. So I go to the Bad Boy membership, I paid for it, you billed me.
Uh-huh.
So where do I go to log in? So when I go to members,
do you go to MrLucario.com?
Yep, I'm on it right now.
Okay, so then you go to members, and then what happens? Then you go to the part where it says click to log in, right?
I click to log in.
Okay, and then you put the code in there, right?
Yeah, nothing happens.
And nothing's happening. Are you sure? Because I literally just put it in, and I'm on it right here. Hold on, let me show you. I'm literally on it on my website on my phone.
Hold on, let me catch up on my video.
So basically, bro, this is what you gotta pay attention to what you're writing in there, and you have to make sure all of the letters and numbers are exactly what it is. So lowercase and the exact number, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
I went to copy paste it though from my email.
No. Don't copy paste it. Write it out in the thing correctly. You got to write it out, bro.
All right, I'm gonna try it. If I have any trouble, I'm gonna call you back.
No. If you have any trouble, email me. The email is itexmediaservice@gmail. Email the email that you got the email from, and then let us know what's going on. Screenshot what's going on, and then send it to us. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Peace. All right, man. You guys gotta check your shit, man. I literally did it as I'm talking to him, and it's right here. You see what I'm saying? I'm on the page, so I don't understand what's going on. But anyway, man. All right, so listen, guys. Today's show, we're talking about men with game never do anything for women. Now, what I want to say about this real quick is this, right? I want you guys to know the reason why most guys are frustrated when it comes to dealing with women, right? And most guys actually have a lot of hate in their heart for women is because they're actually doing things for women. You understand? And what I'm trying to tell you in the show is you should never do anything for women. You're supposed to do things for you, and then the woman benefits by being with you. I'm gonna say that again. You do things for you, and then the woman benefits because she is with you. And I'm gonna break all of that down. Now, what made me have the idea to do this show in the first place was I was on Instagram, and I put up some old pictures of me, and I said, this is how this is old pictures of me when I was a simp and all that other stuff. You understand? Just making fun of myself and all that other stuff. So now I had a dude who actually left a comment, right? And I'm going to read the comment, and I'm going to read what I said back to him. And then this is going to break down what I'm talking about here when it comes to this topic. All right. So he first says this. He says, the question is, what is a simp? Is there degrees to simping? All men, rather they admit it or not, simp in some form or fashion for a woman. Most things us men do is to, in a way, get a woman or have sex with her and many other things. Also, when men say they do stuff for themselves and not a woman or their women, is that really true? The man, I guess he's trying to say the main point, I guess, if this is to understand your simping and learn to manage it. All right. So then he also said this, and I responded to him. He said, also, is it okay to do stuff for a woman? Just don't go overboard with it. And especially to a broad that absolutely doesn't deserve it. And so this is my response to him. I said, males do things to get women. Men do things for themselves and attract women. There is a difference. Doing things to try to get a woman is basically simping because you are putting the woman on a pedestal. Two men could be taking the exact same action. One is doing it for women. The other is doing it for himself. The one doing it for women is simping. Now, let me break this all the way down to you so you guys can really get a clear indication of what I'm talking about, right? So in his thing, he was saying, well, is it true that a man does things for himself and not for the woman? Yes. Right? But what happens is not about the action that's being taken. It's about the intention behind the action. Right? So it's not the action being taken. It's not the things that are going on. It's the intention behind the things that are going on. You understand what I'm saying? So, for example, let's say you have a guy, you have two guys. I'm going to break it down. You have two guys, and both these guys are bringing women flowers, right? You have two guys, both of them are bringing women flowers. The first guy, he's bringing women flowers on, let's say, the first or second date. He doesn't really give a fuck about flowers, but he's giving the women the flowers because he's doing it for her. He don't give a shit about flowers. He don't care about none of that shit, right? He's just doing it for her because he thinks that giving her flowers is going to make her like him. So he's doing it for her. You understand? Matter of fact, he didn't even want to go to the flower shop. You understand? He had to take time out of his day to go to the flower shop to get this woman flowers to actually give the woman the flowers, right? So that guy is doing it for the woman, right? Then you have the second guy. He's been in a relationship with his woman for 2 years. And it's their 2-year anniversary, right? And this woman has been consistent with him for 2 years, cooperative with him for 2 years, following his lead for 2 years, right? So what happens is he's giving her flowers also like the first guy, but his woman earned the spot she's in. So what happened is that she earned those flowers she's getting. Now, the second guy who's giving her the flowers, he's not doing it for her. He's doing it for himself. Now, how is he doing that for himself? He's doing that for himself because the woman he is with has shown that she's earned this type of treatment because she's been consistent and cooperative with him for 2 years, which means that she's been reciprocating for 2 years, which means she's been following his lead for 2 years, which means that she's been about him for 2 years, right? So what happens is that he's giving her what she earned, right? So he's not doing it for her. He's doing it for him because what happens is that because he's giving her what she earned, what's going to happen is that in return, he's going to get more benefit out the situation, right? So think about it this way. Let's say somebody is working for you. You have a company and somebody's working for you. And they're the employee of the company, right? And let's say they work for 2 weeks and they get their paycheck, right? You're not giving them money. You're not doing the act of giving them money for them. You're giving them money because they earned it. You understand? But what happens is that the reason why you're giving them that money, right? Because they earned it. And also what happens is that in order to keep that person there, to keep benefiting you, right? You give that person what they're owed, right? So you give that person the money they're owed for the 2 weeks of working, right? But you're doing it for yourself because if that employee stays in the company, that makes you more money as the owner, right? But you're not giving the person money just for them. Like they didn't just show up and just kick their feet up and you're like, hey, you know what? You want money. Let me just give you money. I'm just doing this for you. No, you didn't make the company or create the company for the employee. No, you wasn't like, man, you know what? There's a company I want to do and I'm going to do this and build this company because one day there's going to be an employee that comes by and then they're going to, want to be here and I'm just going to give them money. No, you give them money because they're owed the money because they earned the money, right? And what happens is that by you giving them that treatment, that makes them be more consistent to get more money, which in turn makes you more money. So who are you doing it for? Them or you? So the same thing applies in a relationship. See, guys who don't have game, what they do is they disregard themselves and just do shit for women. And then this is why they're all upset and pissed off and angry when the woman don't want to give him no sex. The girl flakes. She does all this extra shit because he's like, yo, I did all these things for you. You owe me. How come you're not doing? But I was so nice and I did all these things for you and I did this for you. And this is the key. See, guys who do shit for women, right? Usually they're doing it because they want something from the woman, and the thing they're doing is something they didn't want to do in the first place. Follow me here. So in the example where I said the guy bought the woman flowers on the first date, he didn't want to do that. He was doing it for her. And so when he doesn't get sex or whatever he expects to get, he's pissed off and angry. Why? Because he was doing things for women. This is why a lot of niggas out here are upset and pissed off and angry when it comes to dealing with women because they keep doing shit for women instead of doing shit for themselves. They're like, oh, let me take you out to Ruth Chris. These niggas don't want to go out to Ruth Chris and spend fucking $200-$300. They're doing that for the chick. And then when the woman doesn't give them what they want, which is the sex, now, oh, she a bitch. She's fucked up. These hoes out here is, they just gold diggers and all that other shit. No, you are an idiot doing things for women. You understand? See, men with game never, ever, ever do anything for women. They only do things for themselves. And then as a result, women benefit from that. See, think about this. Let's say I start seeing a woman, right? Let's say you're a single guy, you start seeing a woman, right? And what you do is that you vet her for at least a year before she becomes your girl, right? So now, let's say 2 months into seeing this woman, her birthday comes up, right? See, now what the average guy would do, he'll be a moron and buy her something for her birthday, right? But see, what a guy with game would do is if he's vetted that woman for a year and then she becomes his girl, that is the time she can get a birthday present. Why? Because she's earned it. You understand? And because she's earned it, she gets the present. And what happens is that in that situation, a lot of times because the woman is appreciative and she actually is attached to that guy, she'll usually want to continue to fuck with that guy. Now, this is the key difference between a guy who does things for a woman and a guy who does things for himself. When you're doing things for yourself, right? What happens is that you're doing things regardless of if the woman stays or not. Guys who do things for women are doing it for them because they don't want those women to leave. See, guys, again, I'm going to say it again. Guys who have game, they do things for themselves, whether or not the woman is going to stay. Guys who don't have game do things for women because they don't want the woman to leave. You understand? So part of why guys are doing things for women is because they want the woman to stay and stick around. They don't want her to leave. So they say, man, if I do this for her, then maybe she'll like me and maybe she'll stay. You understand? A man who does shit for himself, he says, listen, this is what I want to do. And either you're down with this or not. So if you're down with it, cool, we can go in this direction and you can stay here. You're not down with it, you can leave. But I am not switching up who I am and what I want to do for you because I'm not doing anything for you. I'm doing for me. And if you want to come along for the ride, then you get to fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, you don't have to do anything for women. Now, what happens is because, like I said, with the birthday example, which is the same example as the employee example, what happens is that a lot of times the things that you're doing that seems like it's for the woman is not really for her. You understand? She's getting something because she's earned it. Because check this out. Even though you're in a relationship with a woman, whether it's your wife, girlfriend, or whatever, right? If your chick is acting up, let's say, for example, your chick is disrespecting you around Valentine's Day. Guess what happens? Valentine's Day is canceled. It's canceled. So if your chick, right? If your chick is acting up around Valentine's Day is canceled for this year. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going down. She's not earning the Valentine's Day experience. Right? It's canceled. Because see, what happens is this. Just because, okay, April with the faces. April got the face like, what? Because see, check this out. What happens is this. If you're in a situation where, let's use the job analogy because that just makes it very simple. If you're at work, but you're not earning your salary or earning your paycheck, right? Then you're probably going to get fired, or you're not actually going to get what you expect. Let's say, for example, you're the person working on commission, right? You're not doing what you need to do to get the money that you're expecting to get. So you're not getting it. You understand what I'm saying? She's not getting it. Because her getting it, meaning her getting whatever she desires by being in this situation, is correlated to her behavior and her consistency and her cooperative energy within the relationship. You understand? So anything that it seems like you're doing for the woman is in relation to what she's earned. You see what I'm saying? See, this is why a lot of guys fuck up, because they either do shit for women, and a lot of the shit that they don't want to do, right? They don't really want to do these things they're doing. And then so the woman does something they don't like, and then they get pissed off. See, when you do things for yourself, you never feel some type of way about what the fuck women are doing. I'm saying it again. When you do shit for you, you never feel any type of way about how women are being and acting in the situation, because everything was orchestrated by you. So if she's acting funny, then you can get rid of her. You understand? If she's not cooperating at the beginning, let's say it's a chick you're trying to get with and trying to make shit happen with or whatever, and she's not cooperating, then you don't fuck with her. Or if it's a woman you're dealing with, but then she starts acting funny style, right? Then you charge it to the game, or you demote her, or you check her, or whatever the hell it is. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of guys really don't understand the concept of doing it for you. This is why we keep telling you guys the game is about you. The game is about you. See, you got to think about the moves you're making, because a lot of times you guys are doing shit for women and you don't even realize it. Right? So let's say, for example, you go on a date with a chick and you tell her, hey, let's go get drinks. And she says, well, I don't really drink. Can we get dinner instead? And you go get dinner. You're doing that for her. You understand? Or you like, hey, let's go to this spot. She doesn't want to go to that spot, so you pick a different spot that she wants to go to. You're doing it for her. Now, let's say you say, you know what? I want to go to this spot over here versus this spot, right? So I usually go to this spot, but today I feel like going to this other spot. Then you tell that woman to meet you there because you feel like going to that other spot. That's you doing it for you. But if you usually go to this one spot, but then you say, oh man, this girl's a baddie, I want to take her to this new spot because I feel like I want to impress her. You're doing it for her. Right? So you could basically be doing the same action, but your intentions let you know whether or not you're doing it for you or you're doing it for her. And if you're doing it for her, you're losing. You understand? And see, what happens is that when you do things for women, you put a lot of pressure on yourself because now you want a return on your investment. You're like, yo, I took this chick out to this expensive restaurant. I spent like $400 on this chick and she ain't even give me no pussy. Yo, what the fuck, man? Blah, 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 blah. That's your bad. That's your bad. You was doing that for her. You was trying to impress her. You was doing that because you wanted her to like you. You was doing that because you wanted some pussy. You wasn't doing it because you wanted to go to that fucking restaurant. You wasn't doing it because you liked the food at the restaurant. You wasn't doing it because you actually wanted to be at that place because you like going there. None of those were the reasons why you did it. The only reason you did that shit was because of her. You understand? And that's why you mad. Why do you think nice guys are so frustrated? Because nice guys, that's their whole thing, doing shit for women. Right? And then they get pissed off when the nice guy when he's not getting what he wants, now he's mad. That's why they say nice guys finish last. Because he's doing all of these things for the women. He disregards himself, and that's why he's in the position he's in. You feel what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But let's go to 240. 240 was popping with this.
It's popping Lucario. It's Paul G from DC. Donate on Cash App.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate it, man. So what's going on with you, man?
Ain't not much, man. I just want to kind of touch on the topic. I think what it is with a lot of dudes when they listen on this topic, they'll probably be like, Lucario, man, like, this shit is easier said than done, right? So, because they're not getting enough of the yeses up front from the women. They're getting a lot of the runaround bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not getting enough of, oh, sure, I'm down, you know, or if they're on a dating app, oh, you know, I'm sure I'm absolutely down for whatever you're trying to do.
Right.
It's always, and women are sneaky with, you know, I'm not for a man who got game, but for dudes who don't really know what's going on and they don't know how to read in between the lines, they're going to think, oh, I got to do this. You know, she said, oh, that's kind of far, or, you know, can we go to this other place? You know?
Right.
I just had like a quick story to say about this, but this happened maybe like a few years ago where I had went on a first date, right? Went on a first date. The girl, she met me. It was the little spot that I usually go to. And she came on time, came dressed up nice.
Right.
Everything was cool. I spent maybe like half an hour, maybe like a drink or two. And then she went home. And then I didn't see her for about a week after that. And then she hit me up. She was like, oh, hey, what's good? I said, hey, you know, what you doing so-and-so at night? And then she was like, I'm free. I said, yo, yeah, just, you know, come slide through the crib, you know? And then I told her, you know, we'll probably have a drink and then probably get you naked later or whatever, right? And then she's like, oh, you live so far. She's like, but I'll be there. And I already knew. I already knew from when she said that. I'm like, nah, she ain't about it. You know, because that's almost like a passive aggressive comment.
Wait, hold on. So she said, hold on. She said she was gonna come, and you thought, so what happened?
She didn't end up coming. She ended up coming.
So wait. So you told her to come to your crib. She said she'll be there, and then you didn't give her time to come or nothing. Like, what was it? Like, how did what's going on?
No. No, what I'm saying is, she said, "Oh, you always live so far. You live so far. I don't know if I can come, but I'll come." And then from there, I was like, nah, she not really about it, because it was just, I could already see the resistance like already up front with that.
No, but hold on. I'm confused though. So she said, you live far, but I'll come.
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
so then you didn't tell her to come?
Nah, I said, don't even worry about it. I said, nah, you know, we good.
I didn't worry about it. You told her to come, bro. What are you talking about, man?
What I'm saying is, if a girl's gonna say something like that up front, I'd rather not deal with it. That's what I'm saying.
No, but this is what I'm saying. If you said, hey, come through to my crib, and she says, I can't because it's too far, that's one thing. But she said, oh, you're far, but I'll come. She said she was gonna come.
Right, but see, okay, that could be true, but I feel like it came off a little passive aggressive. From what I'm looking at, that's how, you know how they could say one thing and it sounds like a passive aggressive comment, but then they'll say, I'll still go.
Yeah, well,
you know what I'm saying?
We're right, but what I'm saying is that if she's saying she'll come, then you say, okay, cool, come this time. Let's make it happen. You've heard what I'm saying?
Right.
But you didn't. So after that, you just left on red.
No, I said don't even worry about it. I said don't even.
You said don't worry about it, and then she didn't say nothing after that.
She said no. She was like, okay, it's whatever. So but I'm just saying, like, the resistance. I feel like that, like, first, like, resistance. That tone of resistance already sets the tone for what's
right. But this is the thing. This is the thing, though. That's not necessarily resistance. It's more so her just saying shit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Resistance means that you're telling her to do something and she is resisting doing it, but she said she would do it. You see what I'm saying? Like she didn't say it in the sense of, oh yeah, cool, I'll come and that's it. But she said she was gonna come. She was just talking shit, but she said she would come through.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. So you gotta understand the difference between resistance, because a lot of times, remember, sometimes, you gotta understand the difference between men and women, right? Women sometimes talk more than they need to, just because that's how they communicate and interact, right? But if she's talking, but within the talking there is actual resistance, right? then it's one thing. Because remember, the resistance is about the action. So she didn't resist the action of coming over. She didn't resist what you were telling her to do. She just basically made a statement. You see what I'm saying? So if she would have said, "Oh, well, you live too far. I can't go that far. Or I can't come because it's too far. I'm not going to drive all the way over there. I'm not." She didn't say none of that shit. She just said, "Oh, you live far. I'll come though." You see what I'm saying? You see the difference?
Okay, I got you.
Right. So you got to understand what resistance is, man.
No, because what I'm saying is like, you know, okay, here's another example, right? Or they'll say something like, can we, you know, if I propose a date somewhere near where I live, right? Mm-hmm. And they say, I can't, I don't drink over there, but can we go to this other place? That's a form of resistance.
Yeah, that's right? Resistance, right? Because they're resisting the what you're saying. They're resisting what you're telling them to do. This woman didn't resist actually what you were telling her to do. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
She just made a statement about the situation, but she didn't resist telling. It's like if I say to a woman, "Hey, come by my neighborhood and come by to my crib," and then she says, "Oh, you know, they got a lot of like weird ass restaurants in your neighborhood, but I'll come." You see what I'm saying? Like, that's not resistance, bro.
Like, I'm just saying, like, have you, if you propose something to a woman, right? Mm-hmm. Where if they said something like that, you were just like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck with this bitch. Like, I had one girl she asked me, "Oh, do you live in the hood?" Right? Because I had invited her to my crib one time, and she's like, "Oh, do you live in the hood?" Because I went to a dude's crib one time, and then my car got towed. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's like it kind of goes back to the thing where like Miles was talking about. You know, I want her to kind of, you know, she needs to follow me like blindly. Mm-hmm. You know,
right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So but that's what I'm saying. What you're talking about. That's what you're talking about right now. That's resistance. Do you see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the example you just said of telling a girl to come through, and she said, "Oh, you live far, but I'll come." That's not resistance. This woman say, "Oh, do you live in the hood? Because last time I came over there, this happened and that happened and blah, 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 blah." That's resistance. Now, it's her resisting because she's nervous about a certain thing, right? But it's still, that's more resistance than what you were talking about before. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes a chick might be scared to go to a certain area because if you do live in a hood or a dangerous neighborhood, then that could be an issue. You see what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is that that's still resistance more than what you were talking about before. So what I'm saying is, but I'm glad you brought this up because it's the thing is that you guys have to understand and recognize actual resistance. You see what I mean?
Right.
Because you don't want to be on some shit where you just like, you know, the chick is like, "Oh, you have gardens in your area. I'll come," and you're like, "Man, fuck that." She you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga, I'm like, bruh, crazy.
Yeah, you're right. No, but see, I think it makes a good point to the topic because I think, okay, so for me, for example, if I'm thinking on extremes, right? Mm-hmm. You know, if I guess my question would be, is there a level is there like a certain like understanding when it comes to getting, doing what you want to do versus like there being a situation where, okay, I get what she's talking about, but I still want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
So you saying, so what are you saying exactly? You're saying, is there a time where you want to do what you want to do, but then she's saying some other shit and you saying that makes sense to do that? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Right. But see, this is the thing. What you want to do is the thing. So no matter what she says, right, isn't the right thing because that's not what you chose. You see what I'm saying? Like, so give me an example of something that you would want to do, but she said some other shit. And then you're like, "Oh, we should do that."
Yeah, I mean, just like, hey, come to the crib. And then she's like, "Oh, I don't want to, hook up on the second date, just an example."
And then what you would do what then with her?
I mean, Like I would just charge it to the game.
Right. So then that's what it would be. But you're saying you said she has a better idea. What's the better idea?
I know she don't have a better idea because it's not what I want to do.
That was the question you said. You said, if you want to do something and she brings something else up that's a better idea, should you go with that? And I'm saying, give me an example of that.
Okay, I see what you mean now. I got you.
Right. So you saying that's not what you were saying? Okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was confusing about it. Because this is the thing. Either she's doing what you want to do or you charge it to the game. That's it. See, this is the thing. When a woman becomes your actual girl, your girlfriend, wife, whatever it is like that, when she becomes a significant part of your life, right? In those situations, you can have conversations with this chick about certain things. You guys can talk about certain things. She can suggest certain things to you and so forth and so on. You understand what I'm saying? But if this is a random chick you met off of Tinder, or a fucking chick you went out with once before, it's like, no, we ain't doing all that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what I want to do, and I'm seeing if you're gonna follow this situation. Because a woman who doesn't follow you is not worth talking to, is not worth interacting with. So literally, I need to see if you're gonna follow what I'm doing, and if you're not trying to follow what I'm doing, then we don't need to talk anymore. Like, we're done. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I agree that you don't need to pay any consideration because she didn't deserve it. She don't deserve it.
Exactly. Right. At this point, she needs to follow. You understand? And what happens is that she's not willing to follow what you're doing. Then what's the point of interacting with her? Because she's already showing from the jump she's not about it. So then at that point, she's just wasting your time, and you're wasting your time dealing with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Yeah.
All right.
But hey, man, thanks for taking my call, man.
Yes, sir.
Chopping up with you.
Appreciate the call, brother. All right. So, guys, call in. The call-in number is 646-481-3901, 646-481-3901. We're going to go another 20 minutes because I got to head up out of here. But yeah, man, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership, so you guys can get it for 99 cents right now. You feel what I'm saying? And also, you guys can get the Masculine Identity soap, and make sure you guys tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show, because we're about to go get it cracking there also. You feel what I'm saying? So let me see what some of these questions are saying. It says, is that why you say don't give them attention? Well, the thing is, you shouldn't be giving women attention, period, unless the attention you're giving them is based on what you need to do in the situation to make something happen. So that's the only attention you need to give a woman is, let's say if I'm on a dating app and I match with a girl, the attention I'm giving her is a message to set up a date. Then all she needs to do is respond to that to say she wants to go on the date. When she says she wants to go on a date, I give her more attention. Cool. Meet me here at this time, right? And then the next type of attention I give her is I confirm the day of the date. Hey, we still on for tonight? She says, yes, cool. Then the next type of attention I give her is when she's on the date. You see what I'm saying? The only attention a woman needs to get is the attention that's relevant that she needs to get at the time. All of this other shit about, oh, let me talk to you on the phone for 10 hours and get to know you, and good morning texts, and, you know, liking all your pictures on Instagram, and, you know, talking to you about your life for 2 hours on the phone before we meet. None of that shit. You don't need to do none of that shit. You see what I'm saying? You're wasting time. That's it. You're wasting fucking time. I'm telling you guys. Let me see what this other stuff is saying. He says, so what you're saying is expect a woman to things for you up front, but don't do anything for her. Okay, starting to say, so you expect a woman to do things for you up front, but don't do anything for her. No. So let me break down how the game works. Understand, a woman is not doing anything for you either. So y'all not listen to what I'm saying. A woman is not doing anything for you either, right? A woman is doing it for herself. What happens is what she wants aligns with what you're doing. But I'll break that down a little more after this call. So 757. What's popping? Who this?
Yeah, what's going on, man? This is Jay Swayze, and I hit the Cash App.
All right, hold on. Let me double check. All right, appreciate you. What's going on? So what's popping with you, man?
All right, so I got like I guess 2 questions in one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so when you set the date, right? Let's say I got a date for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But is it possible to, like, let's say if you got something where you free today, is it possible just to hit the girl up and be like, hey, let's meet up today, or keep the plan for tomorrow?
Nah, just keep it for tomorrow. Just keep it for tomorrow. Don't switch it up. Once you set the date, keep it at the day of the date and just go with that. Because when you start doing all that other weird shit, you understand, where you're flip flopping and I got time today. Hey, can we do this instead of blah 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 blah, right? Because what happens is this: when you set the date and you let the girl know, hey, we're gonna meet up, Sunday at 6:00 or Friday at whatever, right? So what happens is that you keep that there so that she keeps that there, right? Now, what happens is if you hit her up and say, oh, hey, can we do it instead of this and this and that? One, she might not be available, but 2, what happens is that now you're causing confusion because now you seem like you're unorganized. You seem like you're inconsistent. You see what I'm saying? And you haven't even went on a date yet, and she's looking at you like, man, this nigga's all over the place. So now what's going to happen is she may not necessarily keep your original date because now that she says, oh, he's kind of inconsistent, Lucario hit me up and said, hey, let's meet up. Let me go meet up with Lucario because I don't know if this nigga's going to flake on me tomorrow because he's being inconsistent now. You see what I'm saying? So keep the day, keep whatever you got going.
All right. And so, I mean, it's kind of answering the same question, but so if you got like a venue that you're supposed to be going to, or a bar you're supposed to be going to, and let's say there's a place I want to go to that's different. That's basically the same thing. Don't switch up what you already.
Don't switch up because already
change the venue.
Right, exactly. None of it. See, because already right now you sounding all over the place. You're like, well, we was going to do this, but now you see what I'm saying? Like you already sounding like that with everything you're telling me right now. So what you do is you choose a spot and you stick to it. You choose a time and you stick to it. You see what I'm saying? Now, if there's a situation, right, where let's say, for example, right, you pick a place, right, and you're supposed to be there at 7, right, and then she gets there at 7. Y'all meet up, and then when you meet up, you find out, I don't know, let's say they having a private party or the place closed down early that day or whatever. Then at that point, you think about, okay, where do I go next, and then just make a move there while y'all are there and make that move, right? But either way, what happens is you want to stick to what you said so that things can be specifically going in that direction. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, there's always the exceptions to the rule, like the one I just said, but also let's say, for example, like she's running late. That's one thing. Like if she's running late, that's on her, but you have to stick to what you said. So if you say, hey, meet me here at 7, and she's like, oh, hey, I'm actually a little late. I might get there 7:10 or whatever. And you're like, all right, cool. Well, listen, I'll be here, when you get here, whatever. That's fine. But you got to make sure you're the consistent one. Don't start switching shit up at all. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, yeah, I kind of figured that. I think what was going on is because I thought I was gonna be busy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I pushed it for tomorrow. I thought I was gonna be busy today, but apparently something happened to where now I got like some free time, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, since I got free time, I can go ahead and knock this date out the way today.
Nope.
But
don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Just stick to it. Stick to what you said. So if you got free time today, do some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Do something else. Don't hit her up. You feel what I'm saying? To try to switch all this shit up. You feel what I mean?
All right, man. Thanks,
all right, bro. All right, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
All right.
So let me see what else. So let me respond to this again. So you're saying that a woman do things for you, but don't do anything for her. No. What happens is this, right? Is that a woman is not doing anything for you either. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that if she's smart, meaning that whatever you're telling her to do. So let's say I say to a woman, hey, listen, I want you to meet me here at 8:00, right? She's not doing that as a favor for me. She's meeting me because there's a benefit in it for her to meet me. You see what I'm saying? So she's not like, oh, I'm going to meet Lucario for a date to do him a favor. No, she's like, I'm going to meet Lucario because meeting Lucario is going to benefit me in whatever way she thinks is going to benefit her. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is I'm meeting her because it's going to benefit me. I'm not doing it for her as a favor. You feel what I'm saying? So what happened is that when two people are being selfish and their selfishness aligns, that's when you get cooperation. See, the problem is you have guys out there who the woman is doing her selfish thing, and then the guy doesn't have anything to stand on, so he just does what she wants. He does things for her. And then when she uses him, he feels upset. But you feeling upset is because you didn't stand on anything and do what you wanted to do in the first place. You said, shouldn't you at least get her a birthday card? Nope. Not at all. See, Truth Perspective, good thing you joined the Bad Boy membership. No, you do not get her a birthday card. The most you could do is if she hits you up or whatever, or, you can hit her up on some happy birthday. Hey, hope you have a good birthday. That's it. Let's meet up next week and get it cracking. Right? Don't be sending her no birthday cards. You only known this chick for a month and a half, and it's her birthday, and you sending her birthday card. Stop it. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do it. Well, let me see what this. Let me get this call. 202 was popping. Who this?
Hello?
You. What's going on? 202. What's going on? Who's this?
Actually, hold on. Let me call you right back in like 30 seconds because I got to send the cash out first. Hold on.
All right, cool. All right, so all right, let me see what this statement is saying real quick. It says, if they say you live too far, then you should say to them, good, then that will give you excitement and something to look forward to during your trip. Hilarious. Okay, so this says, now what if the girl wants to switch up the date with you and wants to see you a couple of days earlier, like if the date is on Saturday and she wants to see you Thursday instead, right? So hold on, I'm gonna get to this real quick, and then I'm gonna get to you guys later. Hold on. All right, so 202 was popping. Who this?
This Johnny from.
You, can you hear me? Yo, you cutting out.
All right, actually, can you hear me better now?
Okay, I get you a little bit better. Go ahead. It's popping.
So I was listening to one of the guys' situation. So what would you do in this situation? Like, let's just say you schedule a date with the chick at a restaurant, and let's just say this is a restaurant that there's two restaurants. There's like restaurants next to each other. So the restaurant you want to go to, when you get there, you end up seeing like, damn, it's hella busy and packed. And the girl's like, hey, let's just go to the restaurant right next door. You just tell her no because she suggested it?
Yes. You have to suggest what you want to. Now, this is the thing. Let's say she says, oh, let's go to the restaurant next door, right? But and you already had that idea, then it's like, cool, because I was going to do that anyway. That's one thing. But you should be, whatever choice is being made should be something you were going to make. So she could just happen to have said the same thing you were going to say. You'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's good," because I was thinking the same thing. And then you go to y'all go to that other spot, but you don't go to the spot because she's telling you. You go to the spot because that's what you want to choose. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Because like I've been in a situation like that, and while I was like learning game and stuff like that, and like I like to let girls know like I'm making the choice. So like she was like, let's go to the other one right next door. And then what I did was like, I was like, hold on real quick. Let me see. And I was just looking around. I was like, let me think about it. I was like,
right.
All right, you can go there now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want her thinking like, yeah, we doing what she's saying. I was like, hold on, let me think about it real quick. Let me see. And then and then my next situation was whatchamacallit. So like, let's just say, how do you handle a girl that's in her feelings, like in her like she's acting goofy, but this is during the vetting process, maybe like maybe like let me see, 6 or 7 months in, and she's kind of just she's acting moody, like goofy, like moody, like that. Like she's in her feelings. Like I was watching the vetting process again the last night, and you're like, you can check her on it and shit like that. So that's basically all you got to do. If she's acting kind of like just weird and not talkative and shit like that.
Yeah, like, well, if she's on some goofy, stupid shit and she does something disrespectful, right? If it's like you've been rocking with her for like 6, 7, 8 months, whatever. And you could check her on it and then make sure that she is, you understand what I'm saying? Like she's getting back on point. If she does it again or she's doing some other shit like that, then you got to charge us to the game. Because then at that point, it's like, okay, she's doing a little too much too soon and too much crazy shit. And the thing is this, when a woman is in that vetting process, right? What happens is that she really is supposed to be extremely, extremely, extremely cooperative throughout that entire time. You understand what I'm saying? Like there really shouldn't necessarily be any like goofy shit going on. And if there is, then you got to check it. But there actually shouldn't be anything ridiculous going on. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, because like I had this one time with this one chick, like every other week or every 2 weeks I would smash, and like one time she said to me, she is like, I was like, yo, I was like, come slide through. She's like, hey baby, because I think she felt embarrassed, so she was like, I'm on my period, so like, could we do it another time? So I was just like, all right, that's cool, we can like, but I don't know, like since I've been in the game, I'm always like, I look at everything, so I'm like, she on her period. I'm like,
well, yeah, if she on a period, then you know she probably, you know, some chicks, they don't want to do it on their period, or they think that it's disgusting for you. Like they're thinking, oh, he's gonna think it's nasty or whatever. So she's like, well, I'm on my period. What she's basically saying is, I'm letting you know I'm on my period. So if you're trying to smash, you need to know I'm on my period. That's basically what she's saying.
Right. So I just told her, like, she's like, can I come another time? I was like, yeah, that's cool. So like, because like when she said, can I come another time? It's like, I felt like she's showing that, you know, she is down and willing. But if she keeps saying shit like that, like, oh, I'm on my period, I'm like, you can't be on your period this fucking month.
Wait. So wait. Hold on. So how many damn times she's saying she on her period?
I mean, once a month, right? I think. Or like it lasts for like 3 to 10 days.
So what
depends on the chick.
So what do you get? What do you complain, bro? Chicks get their period like once a month. So what's the issue?
Right. Nah, like I don't know. You know, girls be goofy sometimes. Like, let's just say, okay, I did some Google. I know a period lasts for like maybe 3 to 10 days, right, or whatever. So let's just say this is the month of January. And let's just say January 1st, she's on her period. And okay, that's like 10 days. So I might hit her up on January 12th. And then she'd be like, oh, it's still going on. Or like, maybe, what if it's like another week that's still in January? She's just saying that period. I'm like, bro, a period don't last that fucking long, motherfucker. Like, you on some goofy shit now. So wait. That's not the So
what it sounds like is she telling you she on her period a bazillion times. And you're like, damn, what the fuck? So she's like making excuses because she don't want to come fuck you?
Right, in the same month. That's what I'm saying. That shit don't add up.
Oh, shit. So then listen, so you got to charge her ass to the game, bro. Charge her ass to the game. She on some bullshit, if that's the case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's all I have for today. But yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll charge her ass to the game. But yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. All right. So let's go back to this question real quick, and then we have to wrap it up in like 10 minutes. It says, now, what if the girl wants to smash up, wants to switch up the date with you and wants to see you a couple days earlier, like if the date on Saturday and she wants to see you Thursday instead? No, don't do that. So this is the thing. Let's say if you were trying to schedule something, right? And let's say you you had like, you said, hey, let's meet up Saturday. And she says, well, actually, I'm not free Saturday. Can we do Thursday? And you're free Thursday, then that's cool. You could, do it that way. But if you've already had a date set and then she hits you up and says, oh, can we do it this day instead of that day? No, we can't. You know what I'm saying? We can't. We're sticking to what it is. If she's like, oh, something came up and blah, 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 blah. All right, well, listen, do what you got to do and just hit me back when you're free. You know what I'm saying? But don't be switching up the fucking days after the shit's been set. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. You should have your whole week in life scheduled, bro. Like, you should have shit going on. Like, she can't just come through and be like, oh, can you push your shit over and do this instead? No, we can't. There's a reason why I told you that day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Don't be doing all that shit for these chicks. It says, when it comes to online profiles, do we need a premium subscription? Well, yeah, it helps on certain apps. So, like, I would say if you're doing Tinder, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, is good to get a premium joint. Probably Hinge too, but like, all of them, you don't need to do that. So I would say if you should be on like maybe like 6 or 7 apps, and then maybe 2 or 3 of them, you could have a premium one if you want. You know what I'm saying? Because then you get more access to the profiles. So if a woman works for her man and helps him make more money, is she doing it for her own benefit? Yes. Listen, everything everybody does is for their benefit, man or woman. You understand? Man or woman, right? And so what happens is that even when a person is doing something, right? Because even let's say, for example, we're talking about the nice guy who does stuff for women, right? He's still trying to do it for his benefit, but he doesn't want to do the thing. So a guy who's taking a woman out on a $300 dinner, right? He's doing it for the woman, but he's trying to benefit by getting some sex from her. But the problem is that he doesn't want to do it, which is why he's doing it for her. You understand? So that's what it is. So, and this is what I was saying with the other question where he was like, is it where, she's doing stuff for you, but you're not doing anything for her? No, you guys are both, you and the woman are doing shit for yourselves, and shit aligns. The problem is a lot of you guys run into women who are doing shit for themselves, and then you're doing shit for her. And that's how you get played. You see what I'm saying? So she's the only one doing shit for herself. You're not. You're doing shit for her. So a lot of you guys have to start doing things for you. Because when you do things for you and you say to a woman, hey, follow my lead. Her saying, yes, I will follow your lead is not for you. It's for her. Because she's saying, oh, if I follow this guy's lead, I will get this benefit that I want in this situation. You see what I'm saying? So you guys got to understand that when you're out here doing shit for women, that means you're not doing shit for you. And then when things don't go your way, you're going to be frustrated. Listen, it's hard to be frustrated when you're doing shit for you, because when you're doing shit for you, it always goes your way. Even when you think it don't, it always goes your way, because it was always what you were doing for yourself. So see, a lot of y'all think, well, it will go my way if she has sex with me. No, what happens is sometimes it goes your way and you don't get sex, but it still goes your way because what happens is you don't waste time. So that it frees up time for you to get another woman who's going to have sex with you. But see, when you're doing things for women, and you'll take this girl out on 4 more dates. Why? Because you're doing it for her. Why? Because she says, I got to get to know you better. So now you're like, oh, well, in order for her to get to know me better, I guess I got to take her out on more dates. And then she gets to know you better. And then you're expecting sex in return for all that energy you put out. She don't fuck you. And now you're mad. But you did all that for her. But if he was doing shit for you, you would say, listen, I want my dick sucked. And then she's like, well, I'm not going to suck your dick. And you're like, all right, peace. Then you tell the next woman, I want my dick sucked. She's like, well, I ain't going to suck your dick. You're like, all right, cool, peace. And then you go to the next woman, listen, I want my dick sucked. Well, I'm not that type of girl. I'm not going to suck your dick. All right, peace. And then you go to the 4th woman and you say, I want my dick sucked. And then she starts sucking your dick. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do it. And when she's sucking your dick, she's not sucking your dick for you. She's sucking your dick because she likes to suck dick. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just so simple. It's so simple. You know what I'm saying? It's so simple, people. It's so simple. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, guys. Listen, tomorrow is the Real Game No Theory show. Make sure you guys tune in at 12 noon. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that. You feel me? And make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com, masculineidentitymembership.com. And make sure that you guys join the Masculine Identity membership. We got the 99-cent sale. So make sure you guys go and do that shit right now. You feel what I'm saying? Right now. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And I will holla at y'all later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out. Later.
Shit's crazy cause I look at you different. You were saying I did shit that I didn't. Trying to keep it going, you kept resisting. So I kept it moving, I kept my distance. Kept it real, you said that I kept insisting. So listen. There's a thin line between pain and pleasure. They came to stress it, I came to stretching my aims to get it to drain all these lanes for cheddar. Can't name a fella whose game is better. My reign is terror, you reign never. You only see rain in rainy weather. Complain forever, you blame Stacey, Jane, and Heather. You claim you let her be free, that's insane. You tell her you're like me, we're not the same. You fed her, I say forget her. Even though I love everything about her, if she try me, then I will live without her. I will drop her within less than an hour. Just cause the tone of her voice is getting louder. Damn. You the type of guy that will never doubt her. Get him. If she left you, you would cry in the shower. Get him. You would never leave her cause you're a coward. You have no power. These niggas out here is whacking and whack. They cracking they back. To smash is a fact. They having a chat while grabbing their sack. They laughing with brats. They stacking their stacks while asking for cat. They have to relax. My heart's cold and it's blacker than black. Been that nigga since Pun and Joe was packing the Mac and back of the act. She only fucking with you after the fact. She talking about me when she gets up at night saying that she's having a snack. I could do what I do cause I'm me. I am him cause I remind me. Told her keep up when she's behind me. She'll find the truth when she finds me. But if shorty start acting grimy, bitchin' moaning and acting whiny, being disrespectful and try me, you're gone.